Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, PattSun, and today we're gonna be taking a look at r/cheating stories, where the affair partner got what he truly deserved. Let's begin. My ex cheated on me with my childhood best friend. Posted by Reddit user Bo1511.
So, here's my story about how I lost the love of my life and my best friend all in one day. It all started when I met C in grade 5 and I had a crush on her for years, never gaining the confidence to talk to her or anything as I was just figuring out these feelings. Plus I knew I was an introvert from the beginning, barely having any real friends besides a small group of 4. One of them being my best friend Jay. We did everything a kid could do together. Go camping, something I didn't like but was fun with him, play video games, board games, sleepovers, all those things, and thought of him as a brother. It was he who had the courage to add her to put her in our friend group. We grew closer as we got older. It was only in grade 9 that me and C were starting to get closer as friends. During high school, when we were both in grade 10, I finally gained the courage to ask C out, and to my surprise and happiness, she said yes. Our first date was amazing as I took her out to her favorite restaurant, which wasn't really expensive, but did have a big bill. Then we went skating as she has always loved that, and that was one of the best memories I've ever had. Over the next 4 years, we had the best relationship, or at least what I thought was the best. It was only during year 3 of our relationship that C wanted to go the next level, and so did I, but I was just so nervous about it that I never realized what was happening between my girlfriend and best friend until it was too late. I was also stressed from the SATs that I didn't have enough time to spend with her either. It all came to screeching halt when I not only passed my SATs. My nervousness about having sex went away with the latter, and I walked to her apartment to tell her the great news. I entered the elevator to go to her floor and walked to her door when I noticed it was open slightly, and so in a panic, I opened the door myself, not thinking straight and thinking she was in trouble, but found nothing. I walked around the apartment, but eventually I noticed the trail of clothes leading up to her bedroom door. If those weren't obvious, then the moans and screams of pleasure were. That was until I noticed a jacket on the ground, the very same one I gave Jay on his 18th birthday. I saw only red when I thought that and barged into her room, where they were both shocked at my interruption. But C soon screamed in terror as I pulled Jay off of her and started beating him. I was never a violent person growing up, but this rage and betrayal turned me into someone I hope I could never be again. It's been 2 weeks since I caught Jay and C together, and I have been ignoring every message they sent me, every call and voicemail they made, and have even ignored their family's attempts at getting me to speak to them. I couldn't stand to be in the same room with them anymore. Every time I think of them, I just remember that day when I caught them. Hope you guys have any advice about what I should do next with them, because I don't.
OP, you need to tell everyone who has a close relationship with the 3 of you why exactly you broke up. Your ex-girlfriend and ex-best friend might try and change the narrative and make you look like the bad guy. Go no contact with the both of them. You need to block them on everything. Look, you dodged a bullet, and you're still so young. You will find a better lover and better friends in the future. One last thing, OP. Don't let other people try and convince you to forgive what they did to you. You don't have to be the bigger person with 2 people who have no morals. Well done, young man. Take care of that spine of yours. Make sure you never lose it. And now for today's second story. I was cheated on by my ex-fiance, and now she is asking me to do the fertility test for her. Posted by Reddit user Herridge.
Partner isn't attracted to me and admits they currently just want access to my family and assets. Hi all, really in need of advice. Me and my fiance have been together for 5.5 years and engaged for half a year. She has managed to lose 2 stone whilst I struggle with my weight and yo-yo.
By the end of this, you are going to be crying like a little bitch.
I have stood by her through the most difficult times of her life, gave her a place in my family when hers pushed her away, and stood by her as anger issues welled to the surface. I persuaded her to try counseling and a psychologist, and she's had such fantastic improvement. She is the complete love of my life, and I have sacrificed so much for her with no regret. It's not been easy, but then again, when is love? To cut to the chase, in the last 2 months she has become increasingly distant, opting to go out with her friends until 3 a.m., has been messaging a guy she met in work, long messages ending in rows of kisses, and has rejected any attempts to be intimate. I have listed and pushed to spend more time with her, and I met with no's at each junction. I confronted her about a week ago and on pushing and ultimately telling her how low, alone and depressed I feel. She has admitted that she is no longer attracted to me and doesn't feel that spark anymore. However, she doesn't want to leave me because of everything I offer. My family, my car, the house myself and my father are renovating for us to live in, etc. She claims she still loves me, but honestly, I just feel worthless and broken. I feel used and that she is essentially dragging me along while figuring out what she wants from me to make this work. I love her to pieces, but my self-confidence is shattered. I'm not sure if I even trust that she still loves me and that she isn't at least emotionally cheating on me with this friend she messages. I've attempted to do all I can to compliment her, ask her to do things with me, look after her, etc., but she just always finds fault or disregards my effort completely. It feels like I'm trying to save our relationship and she just doesn't care. Is there anything I can even do at this point? I feel miserable and broken, but I love her and I just can't throw away the possibility of our future together. If we did break up, she would lose her home, my family, our friends and me, though she completely disregards me as mentioned. I want to save our relationship, but how do I stop getting taken for a ride?
Wow, like a bitch.
And that's what Frieza said.
And now for OP's update. Since then, myself and my ex-fiance have officially broken up after she admitted to sleeping with another guy. I've taken steps to sort my mental health again. She's now with her new man and flaunting their relationship on social media. I still can't bring myself to be angry over it. I'm just exhausted and trying to heal. Prior to the aforementioned situation, we were trying for a baby. However, we tried for 2 years and no luck. We got on the waiting list for IVF and IVA and started having our tests done. Mine came back fine and so did hers. She's rang me today to say she still chose to go to our medical appointment, lied and said we're still together in order to have more tests done. She unfortunately has polycystic ovaries. She's asked me to proceed with lying that we're together until she's had all her tests so she then knows if she can be a mother or not.
That's stupid. You're stupid. Stop being stupid.
My head and my heart are torn. I feel for her situation, but ultimately, she's forcing me to face the future we almost had together and isn't allowing me to heal and move on. I want to help her, but I want to help myself to heal by potentially cutting her off from contacting me. I just don't know what to do. Any advice? If she tells her doctor the truth, would they still continue doing tests without needing me? Do I choose to be a complete dick and shut this down? It's the NHS we're using as we're based in the UK. Thanks all. Edit. Thank you all for your kind words and harsh truths. Honestly, you're all right in saying that I've lost respect for myself over the years of relationship that I shared with her. I sacrificed my energy, my time and my emotions to keep her happy and work on our relationship, but ultimately, she spat all over it. I'm going to tell her no and I'll keep working on finding my respect again. Thank you everyone for helping me to realize this. Hopefully this is the last post you see from me on this.
OP, I just want you to realize one thing. She is not your problem anymore, you dummy. You don't owe her anything. If she needs help, then her new boyfriend could take care of it. You should also call that office as she is lying about your status. You don't have to say that she cheated on you, but I highly recommend telling everyone what she did before she can twist the story. But first, you need to inform the clinic that the two of you are no longer together so they could update their records. What she is asking you to do is medical fraud, so don't get involved, you spineless donut.
Why are you still here?
Block her on everything and move on with your life. She's not worth your time. Idiot. Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my channels for you to watch absolutely free. So please consider subscribing to me on Rumble and on YouTube. Both will be linked in the description box down below. Thanks for listening everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, consider subscribing to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.